Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means here at the Wrestling for Life Network. Means we bring you a little bit of AEW Dynamite tonight. Fish Tank Edition. We got so much to talk about. We got so much to get into. It's going to be a crazy show, so make sure you get in that chat. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget, strap in, strap on. Grab your snacks, grab your feel-good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and we are happy to be back at it again. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You're feeling good. You're doing good. You ready for some Dynamite? The fallout from WrestleDream, highly talked about, highly debated. We're going to see how it goes down tonight. As always, on every Wednesday, we start with all the hope. But in the meantime, get in that chat, blow it up. Let me know what's on your wrestling mind. We'll break it all down here tonight, as well as your reaction to all the action. We got a bunch announced, a bunch happening, even a celebration for the one they call Monet. So we're going to talk all about it today. She is going to be a hot topic. Fish tanks are going to be a hot topic. Lots of things are going to be a hot topic as we head towards the weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow, Halloween Havoc preview show. Friday, SmackDown. Saturday, Halloween Havoc. All your favorite wrestling, all your favorite shows. But if you don't know who I am Mr. Evernight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. Happy to be back at it again. Listen, I've taken some heat. Not everyone's favorite opinion. I didn't love WrestleDream. I didn't, folks. Now, why didn't I love WrestleDream? I thought it started off cooking. And if you were watching live with us, you saw the energy. You saw the fun. We were having a good time. And they came out of the gate swinging. Jamie Hayter, Thekla, great match. Good energy. We kept it going. 3 matches in, still doing pretty good. 4, I don't know. We start tapering off. And then there was just stuff that didn't need to be there. All the Monet stuff was extra. Some of the Don Callis stuff we could have probably got away from. And, of course, the highly talked about main event. Saw a guy online going on about AEW always delivers. And WWE, well, they don't care about their fans. They only care about making money. No. Hold on. They don't always deliver. And, again, if we're looking for pro wrestling, and, again, you get to be subjective. Some people like certain things. Some people like others. But we're going to evaluate things on the merit of what they're supposed to be. Again, it's not about the violence. It's not about the blood. It's not about the gore. It's not about a death match style. We'll watch it all with you. We'll watch every minute of it with you. But it's about bad, boring, lifeless matches. Someone said, oh, you can feel the pulse of AEW. There's a pulse to it. Is there really? When everyone's just standing around, when we're doing all this elaborate shit for a fish tank spot? Again, I don't know that you're doing your fans justice. I don't know that you're endearing yourself to a wider audience. I don't even know if you're trying to. You seem very content with yourself. You can seem very content with the shows, but it is okay. It is A-okay as an AEW fan to say this was not their best. People are calling it pay-per-view of the year. That's insulting to the other pay-per-views we've had in 2025. WrestleDream, was it better than Revolution? Was it better than All In? Was it better than All Out? WrestleDream struggled all the way through the back half. And maybe that lends into the bigger argument, the bigger problem as we head into tonight's show. Is it just too much? Is it too long? Is everything drawn out 15 minutes? Does the night just overstay its welcome? That's what I think happens. And again, fans will say all they want. It was an amazing show. The fans loved it. Yeah, but the paying fans that were in the building got very quiet. Were they tired? Were they bored? I don't know. But that becomes the question. Are we doing too much? Are we hurting ourselves? Could we pull off a really incredible 4-hour show without all the fat, without all the extra, the unnecessary, the Dynamite angles playing out on a pay-per-view. People that don't really deserve to be on the pay-per-view on the pay-per-view. Maybe we save them for the weekly show. Maybe it helps make the weekly shows better. I don't know, folks. But with all that being said so far, welcome back to the channel. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. Shout out to Anthony and Big Nick out there. Geekbox, our friend Spaz, and I see this chat blowing up. I'm going to say hello to everybody in a moment. As always, on a Wednesday, I am behind, so don't forget, use your super chats, your super stickers if you want to stand out from the crowd. And the top three from last night was Spaz, Jose, and Ken. Shout out to all three of y'all. We appreciate that. That is your little crown in the chat. You click it. The more you chat, the more points you get. Super chat, super stickers get you bonus, and you can be on the leaderboard. What else? What else are we doing tonight? Mercedes celebration. Again, I joked. I kind of had a theory. I kind of threw it out there, but I partly thought it was one of those things. You ever say something out loud like, oh, that's going to happen, but you don't really think it's going to happen because why would that really happen? Well, I thought Mercedes was going to go after the world title, and sure enough, the night of, she turns around and it was all about her. It was all about this title. If she takes the belt from from Statlander, how does that make you feel? Is that a good choice? Is that the right decision? I don't know. Think about it. But what else we got going on? Bracket reveal will happen tonight. We also have, I'll talk about it in a second, but the brackets will be revealed finally for the women's tag team tournament. We thought a lot of people were asking, what happened? Where'd it go? What's going on? They announced it. They waited a little bit. Now they're apparently ready to get off and running and crown your first ever AEW women's tag team champions. Speaking of tag team champions, Bandito in action against Okada. We'll see how that goes. We got Death Riders taking on the Ops, I guess. I'm so over this. Another 6-man match. I feel like every single week. And I put this challenge out there to the diehard AEW fans. How do you guys feel that every week it's just 8-man match, 6-man match, mixed tag match, another 8-man match? Like, I feel like it's a lacking effort. We talk a lot about the repetitive WWE. Why do they keep repeating things, KJ? Why are they running J back, KJ? Well, I mean, look what's happening here. What's the difference? We're still doing, Kenny and the Callis after 5 years are still locked together. We're running back a lot of things. The conglomeration's been going for a while, without meaning a whole lot. Death Riders is the never-ending plague of AEW. But, yeah, I mean, I'm curious. Are you happy with every week? Look, 8 women's match. Again, part of this will have implications as far as maybe a little bit of a teaser towards the women's tag title tournament. So we'll see how this one looks. But again, another 8-man, we have random money matches, another trios match as we get the Ops are going to take on the Hurt Syndicate. This one's interesting to me because I think the Hurt Syndicate's going to do it. But, you just had Joe and Shibata and Hobbs take this big unexpected heel turn. Do they lose right away? Is that bad form? How do you get out of this one? Time will tell. But that's it. That's what we got. Let me say hello to the people. But let me know what's on your mind. What are you looking forward to? And is there anything else that's been announced? Because I feel like every half an hour something new gets announced. Zach, welcome back. National Tavern Style Pizza Day. That is insanely specific. And I'm not even positive I know what tavern style pizza is. Like, is that like wood stove? Is that, what is tavern style? Is that like it comes with a free beer? What is it? Eric, welcome back. How you doing? TNA's Jody Threat. Wonder if Mini Monet or Statlander crashes the party. So funny because kind of on top of my mind right now, Monet's a hot topic. And actually someone, that might run by Mini. So hey, two birds, one stone. Let's go. We will get into that. We will get into that, as I know we will be getting Mercedes as we roll on into the show here today. And we'll see. We'll see what they do and what happens, and we're gonna talk about it. Happy Wednesday, boys and girls. Curious if you guys listen to Pollock and Thurston. No, Ken, do not. Heather, welcome back. Eric, welcome back. Dennis, good to see you. Ken, always a pleasure. MDB, the Knee Pad Patrol is on the loose. Welcome back, sir. Here for Jamie Hader and her muscles. Let's go. Let's go. Mr. Marcus Seawolf, welcome. Michael Spikes, good to see you as always. Damien, the leader of the Hopium Tribe. Megan Bainford and Queen Emanata. Jamie Hader versus Harley Cameron, Willow and Sky Blue, Julia Hart. Yeah, I just touched on it. You got added this afternoon. I just starting to feel like how many weeks in a row have we had multiple person matches? And am I wrong? Does it matter? Does it hurt the show? I don't think it's helping the show. And I just feel like we're doing the same thing every week. Is Tony Khan at a point now where just put on random matches, like multi-people matches, and then hope that, the pay-per-view works out? I don't know. Ken, listen to Courtney review of the I Quit match while I wait. Do not know. There was an athletic commission rule in St. Louis to say no blood. Yeah, so a lot of talk about the athletic commission in Missouri and how they handled things. Again, to me, that's just excuses. I get it. I haven't heard Courtney's take on it yet at all, but I know ours. And I listen, your parameters going in, and I don't care. So have a good wrestling match. This is where the real wrestlers wrestle. This is real pro wrestling. This is the real graps. Isn't it? Isn't that all the above? Isn't that all the claims? But you can't bleed. The match goes to shit. Go get a fish tank. Run over to Pet Value, PetSmart, whatever one. Go get me a fish tank. What are we doing? That's the plan? So, yeah, I have no sympathy for them. Tough shit. Similar rule against blood, which AEW violated years ago. Omega and Moxley, lights out, lessons learned. Yeah, you'll get fined. You'll have to pay for it. I'm just getting a few minutes away from the show. C Money, that one's for you. TJ, how you doing? C Money. My question is for TK. Why book an I Quit match in a state that does not allow blood? Another gaffe for TK. Not knowing how to book or how to work backwards from a target. TK is so dumb. It hurts. Listen, I don't know if it's a lack of caring, a lack of trying. Now, there is a small contingent, and I keep reminding people, the small pocket is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It's not growing. It's not getting bigger. This tribe that is running amok on the internet and wants everyone to know how good it is, they're getting less and less and less by the day. It's a mistake. It's an oversight. It should have been done better. And if we're going to book a match in Missouri, but we've had all this buildup. We had a coffin match the previous pay-per-view. So find a reason for them to not make this pay-per-view or find another way around it. You can't, well, that's on you. You got to be creative. It's like I just complained about all these multi-people matches. It's lacking excitement. It's lacking creativity. It's lacking any freshness. It feels so fucking stale. I know my buddy out there thinks he can feel the pulse. The pulse is weakening, my guy. As it looks like I'm getting the violence warning, and I'm about to get the start of the show. So make sure you get in this chat. Like, share, subscribe. Hit those little reaction buttons. Let's see how many people we can get here on a Wednesday night as we start off Dynamite, folks. All the pyro. Let me catch up on some of these. Dennis, Michael, Ken, Cherokee George, Michael got you, Mike and Michael. Mega Vance. I like it. MDB, more Mega. Heather, good to see you. Philip, welcome back. C Money got you all ready. Taco Mark, welcome back, sir, as we're getting a run through some of the matches that we're getting tonight. Wrestling Proud, welcome back. Good to see ya. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Jose already got you, sir. Welcome back. Rachel, good to see ya. Thank you for being here on a Wednesday. A Tribe Called Quest? Let's go. As we are setting up, yep, there's the graphic. 12 belt Monet celebration tonight. Who? Well, Statlander, right? Statlander ruins it. Does AEW need CPR? AEW is like the person who's drowning, but won't let you help them. They won't let anyone help them. They're just going to drown them too. That's what it feels like they're doing. Like they're flailing, but they think everything's fine. So I don't even know how much CPR they would be willing to take. It's that meme of like the house is on fire, but everything's fine, right? So I don't know. And again, we can argue this all day long, but at the end of it, I mean, it is what it is, guys. It went from big venues to small venues. I don't give a shit about. We'll hear from Darby tonight. There you go. We're hearing from people tonight. But again, let's be honest about what we're seeing, about what the product is. And if you're out there, I'm going to talk about this in a commercial break. Actually, we're getting a video package. One of my biggest pet peeves, you know what really rubs my ropes? That's kind of funny. Is this idea of think what I think, or you're a moron, or you're a schmuck, or I see it all the time. And these like content creators kill me. You know, those WWE has tricked those schmucks into cheering no matter what. Wait, what? You think this is like mass hypnosis? Or, you know, if you're one of those losers that hate Monet, you clearly don't watch. Time out. We watch every minute. So that argument might work for some, but I also feel like generally the ones pointing out the ignorance of others tend to be the ignorant ones. They don't know who you are. They don't know anything about your opinion. They don't watch the wrestling they say they hate. So they assume that you don't either. But I digress. It drives me nuts of this. Think what I think, or you're a moron. You're a schmuck. You're a mark. What is wrong with you? You don't see the genius of Monet? No, we don't. Some of us don't. And it doesn't mean we don't watch. We don't pay attention. You know, I saw one of the worst live stream reactors out there. I don't want to use her name, but you can figure it out. Kind of pancake. But I mean, this idea that, you know, you can just say things. Oh, Monet is elevating the belt and follow up with no proof. No, so, you know, you don't have to substantiate it at all. She is. I said she is. Okay. But all the people who are saying she's not, well, you clearly have a personal problem with her. What do you mean I have a personal problem with her? Well, you clearly don't watch the wrestling. You should know that she won the title from Jody fucking Threat in Winnipeg. Wait, if I don't know that, I'm dumb? There are genuine people that watch all the fucking wrestling. Case in point, sitting right here, watch week in and week out and week in and week out. And even on nights when podcasters like her spraying a hangnail and can't go live, we're still here. We watch more live wrestling than anybody else, day in and day out and day in and day out. And we're happy to do it. We love doing it, but it gives us the ability to have the opinion we give. And my opinion is 12 belts Monet has been an absolute farce. Doesn't feel important, doesn't feel special. She hasn't had many, if any, good matches. I'll give her credit for a couple. The ones that she generally have that are good, well, they tend to be with someone like a Toni Storm, somebody better that can carry her, like the good old days, like Bayley or Charlotte or Becky. Hey, again, I'm just saying what I see. She doesn't cut a good promo, but no, if you don't see that how genius this is, you're dumb. You're a moron. You don't get wrestling. Are you fucking kidding me? That's honestly where we're going to go with this. You know what? I know it makes it easy for the people that don't actually have the ability to dig into, you know, a bag full of thoughts. But just saying things are the way they are, just saying things are happening because you like them, doesn't mean it's really happening. And again, if you're going to say it, say it. Like when I say I don't like Monet and I give you 15 reasons why, I think I've given you my case. Your answer is, oh, you're wrong. She is killing it. ... Well, wait, what more do you got? What are we doing? If she was that good, why would I show up? It's just not my cup of tea. If you love her, great for you. But this idea that we all have to agree or you're stupid, get the fuck out of here. It's the dumbest shit I've heard all week. As we do have the ops, we do have the champions in the ring, the ops and the Hurt Syndicate coming out as we get going. I will put a poll up for this one. Again, interesting. I mean, technically, the Hurt Syndicate has kind of earned this moment. And there is a chance, though I don't know if I love it, that the Hurt Syndicate win here. But get your votes in. Let me know. Who you taking? DJ 5000 says agreed. Welcome. Get them. Listen, I'm just frustrated with this idea, this constant idea. And it's always like done in this way of like, I'm a really nice, loving person. And it's the multiple people. Saw a gentleman do it. And I had to talk to him a little bit. I see the lady in question do it. But it's like, we just want to love all the wrestling. We love all the people. Everyone's great. But if you don't like what I like, you're a moron. Wait. Did you not is that not counterintuitive to your whole vibe? Oh, I love everybody. I just want everything to be good. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we doing? How do you try and talk out of both sides of your mouth in the same clip? Clip's only a minute and a half. How do you do that? That's talent. Did you forget what you said to open the video? I usually don't like to do this, but I'm going to do it for the 85th time this week. What the fuck? But we are off and running on the trios match as my tangents are aplenty. Buttermilk pancakes. Oh, don't tempt the brother. Let's go. I thought wrestling was about the banter. Why do all the AEW sickos have the same opinion? I want the banter. I want the argument. Just everything's fucking wonderful. It's so boring. The narrative is so fucking boring. WrestleDream, best pay-per-view ever. Well, you know what? Last month, best pay-per-view ever. 2 months ago, best pay-per-view ever. What the fuck are we talking about? It can't always be the best. Like, it can't be. It's nuts. It's nuts. Oh, another killer Dynamite. They never give us a bad one. Never? Really? Come on. Even God took the 7th day off to take a rest. Tony doesn't? Just batting 1,000. The fuck are we talking about? Why? Let's say your favorite wrestling is the best wrestling in the world. Does that mean they never give us a bad show? Like, those shouldn't be exclusive, right? But Bobby is calling on Hobbs, and we get 2 beefy boys in the ring about to smack some meat. What up, Boston? How you doing, sir? Mega Anthony. What's up, Anthony? Hope you're well and safe, sir. Always on mind. And welcome. It's a Wednesday. And you left me unsupervised. Here we go. Mega, we got you. Daisian, welcome back. Jersey JV, welcome back, sir. Frankie, I see you. I may be a few, but I don't agree with going back with Jay. It's obvious he's not the guy. What if he is the guy? I saw this idea, and I mean, I don't know why it didn't bother me so much. People got really upset about it, but it's this idea of trying to control the booking and push it in a way. Now, is the argument that Jay is obviously not the guy to win? Yeah, so you're going to have to sell us on the possibility that Jay is the guy that wins. So that is a fair argument, 100% fair. As far as from a match standpoint, yeah, I think it'll be fine. I was a little surprised. Punk's super over. Jay's super baby face for the most part. I know he's had a bit of a bad attitude lately, but yeah, I don't know. I'm curious though. And I don't have, some people really hated it. It's not the end of the fucking world, but it was running it back where I was a little surprised. But Hobbs has Bobby up. Bobby wiggles out. Wiggle. And Bobby back in. There goes Hobbs, Shibata in. And here we go with everybody takes a turn. Boot for Shibata, even though we saw it coming. And Joe pops MVP. Have they? It feels like they might have. Right? Some of this feels like he might have. So we couldn't build to this match. No, and I mean, again, if the Hurt Syndicate win right out the gate, it's going to be interesting, right? But you just had like Joe and his crew. You'd almost imagine they find a way to win this based on the fact that he just kicked the shit out of your world champion. We go to picture in picture, folks. Let's go. Let's go. I know I missed some comments. If you said something important, feel free to repeat it or put a super chat out there as well. Okada, Jerome, just throwing out names. Mailed it 1,000%. Mercedes is cannibalizing the women's division on a global scale. Sure, she's selling tickets, but is she? But hasn't elevated single talent. So that's my overall complaint with Mercedes. And again, I know the wrestling genius, the mini wrestling genius, if you will, out there saying, oh, clearly, look what she, like, that whiny fucking voice. Ugh. But the idea of, yeah, look, she's doing it. What do you mean? They shit all over Athena. She's wiped out everybody. Mina's been beat 3 times, I think. Came back just to get beat again. Yeah. What are we doing? How are we going to get out of this? And she's going to get Statlander's belt. Now you're going to wash out Statlander. Nobody can progress. You're not having competitive title matches. You're not having competitive number 1 contender matches. She is cannibalized and hurt. And the idea that she's selling tickets, I don't know. If you put Mercedes on the marquee at some indie show in some small town in Denmark or Winnipeg, will a few more people, I'll go see her? Probably. I'll give you that. That's really hard to deny. However, I mean, we see the ticket sales for AEW. How many extra people are going to these shows? Of the 900 or 1,100 or 1,200 on a good week, 2,000, how many is she really selling? And wouldn't she sell more if she was in interesting stories, interesting angles? Would that not sell more? Would she not help the company more if she was in cool shit? Because this isn't it. And again, I have no personal reason. And the idea that, well, you hate Mercedes. Oh, and by the way, P.S., there's one prominent gentleman out there that keeps putting it out there and keeps putting it out there. And I never touch on this topic, but he is contesting over and over that this has something to do with race. And that's why the fandom hate her so much. You need to take that divisive bullshit and shove it up your fucking ass. We have enough problems in this world. Don't bring that shit over here. It has nothing to do with it. We don't want to hear it. And again, move on. If that's all you got, you're coming to a battle of wits unarmed, and we don't need it. Now, back to where I started. Yeah, I don't think she's a good promo. I don't think she's having good matches. I think her and Riho was one of the worst matches. Not because I personally don't like her. Not because the Fed's paying me. Not because anything. Other than when I watch my TV, I want to turn it off when she's on it. Period. Make me a bad fan? I know she fought Jody Threat. I know she beat Jody Threat. Does that make me a better fan than the guy that didn't know that? Do you remember all 12 titles? Do you know who she beat out in Denmark or Scandinavia or fucking wherever the fuck she's been collecting these belts? Why does a belt that she doesn't even defend count? But apparently asking that question too makes you a dumbass. Oh, you want to know why she has that one? Yeah, we do. Sorry, we want shit to make sense. And again, when you're sitting covering live wrestling and you're trying to figure out the names of the wrestlers, yet you want to come online and give your 2 cents about how much you know and how stupid people are for not thinking the way you think. Lady, if we start thinking the way you think, it's going to be a lot of unproductive days in the city because nobody going to get shit done around here. Just staring at the wall blankly. Tell me when I'm wrong, folks. But Joe has Hobbs. We got a choke. Show's rolling on. How we feeling out there? I'm in triple digits. Be a friend, tell a friend. Let's see if we get to 150. Denisha, How you doing? I'm watching my Chicago Meds now, not watching AEW. There you go. At least you're listening to us, Denisha. As always, enjoy your Chicago shows. I know Anthony speaks highly of them as well. Marcus, are we checking the pulse before or after? Yeah, we're getting close, right? Marcus, we're getting close. We might need a little boost, right? This show could use a shot of adrenaline. And I'm sorry. Maybe it's just too simple for me. Maybe the idea of, oh my God, they dunked a man's head in a fish tank doesn't wow me the way it wows some fans. Maybe the younger fans are just, oh, that's so cool. It doesn't work. But if you want to do a stunt, if you want to do something cool, I got an idea. Have a really cool fucking match. And then do something like, oh shit, where'd that come from? But the match sucked. And Moxie continues to rely on shocking moments to cover up shit wrestling. Shelton down, Joe down. Both men looking for the tag. Let's go. Are you excited for the Jays or in the World Series? Mega, I'm pumped, man. The whole country feels pumped. If anybody saw the footage in the film of everything that went down, like downtown's packed. I mean, this weekend down there's going to be insane. The Leafs are there. They're changing game times to not and telling fans just to stay in the building so they can watch the game. So you got two stadiums within 5 minutes of each other, or arena and a stadium, but just downtown core of Toronto, packed with people, pumped. And like I always say, fuck the Dodgers and fuck Tony Schiavone. Yeah, you, Tony. But Hobbs and Bobby threatening again. Straps coming down. But yeah, I'm pumped. Super pumped. And I think they got a shot. The hardest thing about the Dodgers is that pitching. Can they dominate the Blue Jays the way they've dominated the Brewers, the way they dominated, was it the Phillies? The Blue Jays had a better record. We start the series off with home field advantage. I got my fingers crossed. I like being the underdogs. I like being the underdogs. Bernard, welcome back. Spaz with a $5 super chat. Just finished the Havoc preview with Jake DeMarco. Should be live at 10:30 for anyone interested. Now for the gospel from the Father, KJ. What's up, Spaz? Hope you're doing well. Go check that out. Give our friend Spaz and Jake some love as they're out doing their thing. I think I saw Jake playing the Ouija board the other day. Made me chuckle. But huge shout out to you both, and we appreciate the love as always. But keep it coming, folks. Keep it coming in. Big knee. Down goes Joe. AEW might lose their TV deal with Warner Brothers Discovery for the sale and might go bankrupt. What does that mean for AEW? I almost feel like I should wait for a commercial for that one, Damien. But big elbow by MVP. Ciabatta breaks it up. In comes Shelton. Nice. Release German. Spine buster by Hobbs. And again, tell me if I'm wrong right now. Would you describe the AEW fans as loud, average, or quiet? So I feel like they're kind of average, leaning towards quiet. But a lot of this is kind of cookie cutter for me. Setting it up. There's no way. Oh, MVP's waiting for Ricochet to arrive. Yeah. Little delay. Gotcha, Jimmy. Down goes Joe. He's got a full grip on MVP. MVP taps out thanks to Ricochet. So Ricochet and the Hurt Syndicate, not done yet, folks. And still, your trios champions, the Ops. After what happened at WrestleDream, it would have been silly for them to lose here. But Ricochet and GOA standing up in the rampway all day. Yay. Want to play? What do you say? But yeah, Hurt Syndicate taken out. Adrenaline. Let's go. Irvin had 2 years. Yep, absolutely. And again, she left her contract early to pursue something. They were cool with it. They just don't want her working in wrestling. That seems fair. Ricochet again. Christ. So we're running it back. Wherever. Oh, Jey Uso again. We're running back Ricochet and the Hurt Syndicate. As Tony Schiavone is in the ring with the Ops, your newest heel faction in AEW. Or are they just a trios? Do they count as a faction? Do they need 4? And why did Hook never play out? Why did the Hook thing just disappear? Eddie showed up and he was like, okay, I'm not mad at Joe anymore. Hurt Syndicate lose again. Yep. Once upon a time, I thought maybe, but no. Pigmentation problems. Why is the trios rivalry still going? I don't know. And again, if they're fighting to be the best trios group, well, shouldn't they be fighting over the belts? But now you got the guy cutting a promo on how shit the fans are, trying to get heat. Joe's an amazing heel, though. If anyone's going to make it work, such bad booking. Otonga says Andrade has a good case. All right. I'll see how that plays out. I'm all ears. But if it's an actual violation of the wellness policy, it's a problem. That's a problem. I'm not interested in the demand versus the Hurt Syndicate. We were over it. We did a street fight. We did a tag match. Prior to that, we did a variations of tag matches. We've done a couple singles matches. Now we've done, we just finished doing a Tornado Trios match, a.k.a. street fight. Again, dear AEW fans, I'm begging you to come through and just tell me why this is good. You're complaining about Jey Uso. What about this? We're running it back again. Liv Morgan, don't be sorry. She is much better than Mercedes Moné and sells more tickets than Moné, has more interest in Moné, matters more than Moné. I'll take all day, every day. When Stefani, because he's just a girl. What? Why does Tony bother going into the ring if he's not going to hold the mic? Do you remember all the times that Mean Gene was standing there with no microphone? Anybody? Am I too old for this shit? Why does Tony even go in the ring? Fuck you, Tony Schiavone. And if you're new here, I say that once in a while, like Tourette's, because he felt the need to tell all the fans to go fuck themselves. So I get to say it back once in a while. Bobby Lashley should be challenging Okada. I'm down. Let's go. Let's make this happen. Pink shoes. Nothing wrong with pink shoes. AEW fans lost. What's up, Milo? What's going on? So Mercedes is rolling up with men at the side of her car, like a guest commercial. And yeah, here we go. And Statlander in the back with Renee Paquette. Renee Paquette looking like the mom from the Brady Bunch here tonight. I like Joe. I love Joe. I love Joe. It's so hard to get me to say bad things about Joe. The only real issues I have with Joe is sometimes how he's booked or where he's booked or how they're going to do it. Joe being a heel, Joe's a phenomenal heel. Joe cuts a good promo. Joe knows how to get under the fan's skin. Joe knows how to work like a heel. But the problem right now in AEW is, okay, the Ops are heels. The Elite are heels. The Death Riders are heels. The 45 members of the Callis family are heels. Who's not a heel? Hangman's not a heel currently. Mark Briscoe's not a heel. The Conglomeration, I guess, is your one babyface faction. Oh, another Mike Steele. Okay. Shade, how you doing? How you doing? Our current predictions champion. I love Lamp. Mercedes Ultimo Monet. Ultimo Monet is such a good name. It's so like cool. Why do people just hate her for hating? Oh, shut up. Shut up. Has her own harem. Yeah, she's a harem. Good for her. And listen, pulling up in a Rolls, and having the entourage of shiny men and all the belts. It's a good look. It's a good attempt at what you're trying to accomplish. But honestly, this whole thing has been contrived, and it just, to me, hasn't panned out. It just isn't interesting. I don't want to see anybody versus Monet. And I really want to see the content creators defending Mercedes keep that energy if she does not get, like, if she just does refuses to go give those belts back proper. If she just relinquishes 12 belts, 13 belts, 14 belts, you can have your belts back. Oh, come on.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. All right, folks, where are we at here? Half an hour into the show. How we feeling? We got a little bit in already. The Ops defend their title. The Hurt Syndicate gets screwed or distracted by Ricochet and GOA. So that is still going. The saga continues. The Ops are still your champion. Joe's a heel for sure, with the rest of the Ops. So we'll see how that pans out and how that looks moving forward. But coming up, maybe momentarily, Mercedes and her 12 belts, and way more to come. Don't forget, tomorrow, Halloween Havoc preview show. Be here, 8 p.m. live. Nick and I are going to break down Halloween Havoc, let you know how we think it's all going to turn out. Friday, we're here for SmackDown. And then Saturday, we are here for Halloween Havoc. Then another week of wrestling. Then Saturday main event. Another week of wrestling. Another pay-per-view. And another pay-per-view. We watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there, folks. And we just do it on another level. And again, we don't want you to always agree. We just want you to come with a decent opinion. And we're going to force you to be adults about it. And that's all there is to it. And again, I implore everybody out there that can hear me. Go get your friends. Save them from bad streamers. And bring them to the Wrestling for Life Network. The wrestling might suck. We never do. And again, we're going to do everything we can to put on a show for you. So make sure you go get all the people you can think of, all the people you see on other streams right now being bored. Go save them. Save them from bad streamers today, folks. She is boring. No character whatsoever. People say her character's amazing. You know what I would say, Rick? How about this? This is where I'll meet people in the middle as a compromise. If she wasn't a great promo, let's say she's like Lyra Valkyria, not the greatest of personalities, even though I would argue Lyra's probably come a long way and might have surpassed, say, Mercedes Moné in personality. That's a debate for another day. But what allowed Lyra to be a little more boring, a little more bland at times as she was developing, is she was really good in the ring. She got W, but the matches were good. She is good. So Mercedes was going to try and lean on this heel, I'm a superstar, blah, blah. Then sell it what you are. The arrogance, you are. Good. You get points for that. But just give me good matches. If you were going in there and having really insanely good matches, maybe I could meet you a little bit in the middle. But I don't think she's doing that. But here comes Darby Allin. Fresh off his drowning. Let's go. Leon and Javon defeat Iguana and La Parca. Then they challenge Pagano and Psycho Khan for the AAA tag titles. I'd be totally for it. I mean, these two guys working together, but we'll see how the relationship works out when they got to face each other. But I'm all for it. Javon and Leon, it almost rolls off the tongue. Not a bad idea. Maybe you could use that. And again, Psycho Clown, Pagano, big fans. I think opportunity to have outstanding matches. And the people that think that AEW is I shouldn't even go there right now. This is going to be outstanding. As Darby is sauntering on down to the ring, as I did dedicate the visuals to the show tonight to Darby and John Moxley and the fish tank spot that did happen this past weekend at WrestleDream. If you're new here, it doesn't usually look like this. She was paired with a manager, also Chris. Okay, not sure if that all came through there, Rick. Monet should put all the belts in a briefcase and say she wants to ruin it. She's already there, Jose. So you're right. All she's got to do is commit. All right, I'm done. I'm keeping all these belts. I'm ruining wrestling. Perfect. We're already well on the way. But I don't think the people out there, our little mini friends out there, I don't think the children get it. I don't think the little ones get it. Why it's detrimental to this company for her to get all this accolade and have all these moments without reward. And again, the job, I think our buddy MDB in the chat online today said, it is not my job to make myself care. It is not our responsibility to entertain ourselves. Just enjoy the wrestling. Fuck you. You make me enjoy the wrestling. I paid to be here. That's what I think should be happening. What are we doing? Why is it my job to make, you should care? But no, she's got to make me give a shit. She's got to make me interested. You got to make me care what you're doing. It's not my job. I got enough to do. Darby's willing to go places that no one else is willing to go, like up a fucking mountain. I will let them drown me. I will let them set me on fire. That look like Mike Shinoda. If you know, you know. There I got matches and minor feuds. True. Lyra's a babyface workhorse. She doesn't really need to be a strong promo. It would help though. She had and that was one of her knocks, right? She's a little bit boring, a little bit bland. But she's also very young and learning that aspect. Her in-ring compensated very well. Again, I've always said this. I said it when she was Sasha. I feel like she was carried by the other women. That's what I feel. But as long as the Death Riders are breathing, Darby Allin is not far behind. Fucking hell. Can we just let it go? Can't Darby do something else? Remember when people thought Darby might be world champion? He bringing that fucking mountain flag everywhere he goes. It's just in his pocket. Remember, Tony, the time I put this on the mountain? Okay, so we got a promo from Darby still to come. Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. Why? Somebody would ask why. Moxley had a match on a big match on Saturday. You can't give him a Wednesday off. No, we're going to get a shitty match with Kyle O'Reilly tonight. I don't even have a graphic for that bullshit. Why is that even happening? Lyra's development, especially on the mic, for sure. Fish Tank, Darby. Again, I'm all ears. I have yet to have someone say, this is why that match was good. I don't get it. People talk about the excitement and da-da. Oh, what the fuck are we talking about? Again, I don't get it. Help me, enlighten me. How's Dynamite so far? Because I'm not watching that shit. Keep on. It's been okay. Nothing overly groundbreaking, like a show after a pay-per-view. It's been a little quiet. So I'm getting a package, the Jurassic Park, the Jurassic Express. Letting everyone, they're taking over. Maybe we're going to get a tag team division again. That'd be lovely. Do you remember the AEW tag team division, folks? I remember the AEW tag team division fondly. I would like to see it return. Where are you now? Here's Darby Allin. Yeah, I'm a little behind it, clearly. Lee James, watching Evolve. Hey, listen, I'm literally going to have to start. If you can hear my voice right now, there's about 100 people. Take a moment after this stream tonight and just let me know if you're watching Evolve. Comment on the video, I'm watching Evolve, or yes, I watch Evolve, or yes, I watch both. As the girls that were in costume on Saturday are still in the same costumes today. Hey, I'm good with that. But unexpected, not usually running back kind of vibes. But yes, Because are we going to have to start poking in a little Evolve onto our Wednesday coverage? Wrestling Rants. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. What do you got for me? This is so effed up. It's funny that I said effed up there, isn't it? What they're doing to Statlander, having her be a transitional champion who she beat twice. Now you're going to beat her for a third time for the world title. Shigma. Listen, man, like I said, bud, it was one of those things I said that I didn't think they were going to be dumb enough to do. They're not really going to do that. I'm just going to say it, see if it makes people go, ooh, ah. Here comes Sky Blue and Julia. The craft, if you will. That's for the old folk out there. But yeah, I don't get it. And again, it's all about protecting certain key people. So Sasha's not going to beat Tony Storm. So they have Stat take out Tony Storm because Tony Storm does the job. We're good. Tony's awesome. We love Tony, like Tony a lot. We don't have bad things to say about, well, I mean, some do. But again, that's where it's weird. Why would we just pick on one lady, not all the ladies? But anyway, so now it's easier for Mercedes to go get Stat's belt. And they don't care about Stat the way they care about others. And people are going to say that's bullshit, but I would argue that the proof is in the pudding and actions speak louder than words. So kiss my ass. I'm pretty sure I put a poll up like an hour ago, never took it down. But there you go. That one's down. Maybe I'll put one up for this one. Harley Cameron. Show just got better. As we are getting the eight woman tag match. Willow, Harley, who look like they're going to be a solid tag team. Probably, is this like our tag team bracket? Now, they haven't officially said that I know of. But is this like the eight women that will, battle for the AEW women's tag titles? Listen, imitation is the highest form of flattery, which is good news because we got a couple imitators out there. So thank y'all. But Marilyn Monroe is funny. But listen, I love Tony Storm. Tony Storm has a character. She knows what she's doing. She's dialed in. She's committed to it. And then she gives you good matches. See how simple that is? I give her all the marks in the world because of that. I meant to say evolved, not with that popped up. Here comes Hater. Hashtag free Dale Campbell. Where's Dale Campbell? What'd y'all do to Dale? Megan Bain is money to me. Kiwan, I agree with you, buddy. There's a lady, again, when we talk about when the people out there say, how is Mercedes hurting the women's division? There is 8 women in the ring right now that would be, all right, there's 7 women in the ring right now that would be better champions than Mercedes Moné. That is how she's fucking this up. Do you remember when Vince McMahon kept booking Roman, big dog Roman? Nobody liked it. They kept booing him. He'd win Rumbles. We'd boo him more. And they didn't care. They were just shoving him down her throat. He's going to be a babyface. You're going to like him. Now, it's a little different with Mercedes because she's not a babyface, but they're just going to shove her down her throat whether we like it or not. The biggest complaint we had about Roman was there was better wrestlers. Other guys should have got a chance. One of the reasons why Punk walked out of the WWE back when was he couldn't get over some of the guys that were less talented. It becomes frustrating. So as much as people want to praise Mercedes, she's got everybody held up. Willow could be a TBS champion, could be a world champion. Sky Blue, TBS champion, maybe not world quite yet. Young hasn't done a lot, been in and out. Julia Hart, potential. Jamie Hayter, former world champion, could do it again. Right? But instead of getting Mercedes Moné versus Riho in a fucking 11-minute fucking snooze fest, we could have Willow versus Hayter. We could have Emanata, who Emanata's done a job for just about everybody in this fucking company and is still one of the most talented women on this roster. Gets no love. None. What did you do to Dale? Free Andrade. Dill! Drive-by cake and let's go. This is just cake overload right now. The bakery has pulled up and we are getting a show tonight. Well, Harley, we're doing the two people in, obviously, but someone should tell Willow she might not be in the right corner. It was a little confusing for a second. Is it a fatal four-way? It is a four-way tag. My bad. I misunderstood the mission. Still, what are we doing? Is this the women's? Is this teasing our women's tag team division? Oof. Is that a good thing or bad thing, folks? How do you feel about it? Jay, Sky, Julia need to go to NXT. I wish AEW could get some developmental, some better training, some more structure. They have really good wrestlers. Penelope Ford, who I think is underrated and maybe the best wrestler outside of Hayter and Willow in this match. Actual just in wrestler. Bane's good, but Bane's still a little bit green. Very indie dialed. 2 in the ring at a time. Yes, 2 in the ring at a time. Again, it was really confusing because it looked like an 8-woman tag match. It ends up being a fatal 4-way, if you will. A 4-way. But now everybody's in the ring except Aminata is the only woman standing on the apron right now. The only one. Only one. DK needs to push stars that will put asses in seats. Stop booking like a mark for Mark fans who are already watching the show. Facts. And that's a very simple way to put it. Your job as a booker is to put asses in seats. So fuck HBO, fuck TBS, fuck TNT, fuck all of them. It doesn't matter. How many people are buying tickets to go see your show? More than ever or less than ever? I'll wait because I know the answer. So you can pitch any narrative you want. But the base of what your business is sell tickets. Now it's evolved a little nowadays and the ratings do matter and blah, 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 even though it depends who you ask. But at the end of the day, are you filling buildings? Is there such a demand for your tickets that you are going into bigger buildings? Or is the demand decreased, so now you're in smaller buildings? Again, I'll wait. I might know the answer. But we are in picture this fatal 4-way. Please do forgive the silly wrestling fan. I did not. I thought it was just going to be an 8-women's match. Still, another multi-person thrown together. But it almost feels like your entire tag team division. Megan Bain Ford will win this match or the tag titles. Because there's another question for everybody. Who will be the first ever AEW Women's Tag Title tag champs? And Mercedes Moné and partner is not allowed. Wilson! Hey, Mr. Wilson. What are you doing? What are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. Man of true culture. I feel like I missed some 5-star match. It's like a 16-star match almost. It's crazy. On this show, like 8 wrestlers, the rest need to be trained. Wait, what? You might have to break that down. We definitely getting a blood and guts with these ladies. But yeah, I mean, Thekla somehow tied to it. With Jamie Hayter and Thekla had their match, really good match, much better than some of the other matches we've seen from the women's division. A really good match. But where do they go with it? What does it look like as they take this forward? Yeah, is this the remnants of what's going to be blood and guts? Also, how does it play into what you're announcing tonight with the women's tag team division? Ospreay and Swerve should always be in the main event. Fixed half your problems. I mean, that's an easy thing, right? The fact that we've had Will Ospreay in this company as long as we've had, and he's meandered in the middle almost the entire time is fucking mind-numbing to me. Like, this is your flag bearer. Sorry, Darby, I know you took your flag up the fucking mountain, but you should have fucking stayed there. Will Ospreay is the heart and soul of this company. You put the fucking rocket on him, you put the strap on him, and you let him fly. But right now we got Julia giving us some old school. Let's go. Blind tag to Blue. Okay. Nice transition. Nice tag. Oh, goes to the cover, changes their mind. Oh, this is where we get trainees. Get sloppy. They have a set spot set up. So they've got really bumbly to get into a set spot. Sky Blue should have just went. Once she decided she was going to go for the pin, she should have made the pin attempt, get the 2 count, then do the spot. But they've trained themselves that, okay, I'll pick her up and then we'll do the forearm and then I bump my partner. You see it, right? You guys see it. Not being picky, but we see it. Blood and guts, yeah. Right? Big boot from Willow. In comes Blue. Spine buster from Willow. Sexy Rhea pin for 2. It will always matter how many tickets company sells. Anyone who thinks otherwise never ran a business. Oh, you're just one of those people that just all you care about is the money, Bernard. Like, what is wrong with you? You know, it's just about having a good time, good vibes, and a good life. It's not about the money. You don't want to be like that, those corporate jerks, those corporate billionaire jerks that all they care about is money. You don't want to be that, bro. Yeah. Okay. Playing Fallout 76 while watching this. I cannot find a rad stag. AEW is cursing me. There's a lot to unpack there, bud. But as long as you're having a good time, we're good to go. Oh, everybody breaking up the pin, even after the pin was broke up. But hey, I like it. So Bane, Blue and Julia throwing bombs at Bane. The crowd's chanting something, and the crowd's been relatively quiet tonight. This match, the winner of this match gets to choose who they wrestle in the first round of the tournament. Thank you, Damien. Now, did they spell that out clearly? Like, Damien says this, which I believe you. But where did that information come from, Damien? Oh, setting up the doomsday, but Willow with a pound. Holy shit. Megan Payne gets pounced. Whoo! Hater back in. Now, nobody has been in their spot at all. We'll figure this out. Willow breaks through the double clothesline. Not that time. So Hater and Amanada are a team? Okay. KJ, doesn't make sense when I say I'm a fan of AEW roster. 100%. Victor, I'm with you. Like, one of the reasons that, I really tuned in the beginning of AEW is I liked a lot of the names, and I knew the Bullet Club, and I knew, guys like Kenny coming out of it, and Jamie Hayter and Queen Amanada get the pin on Penelope Ford. Thank you for coming, Penelope. Always good for a pin. So Queen Amanada and, yeah. I don't even know what to make of this. It's meant like, all right. But I completely agree with you, Victor. I love the roster. I liked the roster back in the day. It was wrestlers that may have never got a chance. We knew Vince was going to hire certain guys just on size and such. And I still like the roster a lot. There's some really good names on this roster. Their women's roster is really strong. It's just booked terribly. I stand on business. Nobody books the women's division worse than Tony Khan. TNA is better, WWE is better, GCW is better, MLW is better. You name the company, they book women better than Tony. But we got another post-match. Tonight is the night of post-match promos. The crowd mumbles. Sasha, there you go. Okay. So Hayter and Amanada challenge Julia Hart and Sky Blue round 1. Really looks like 2 high school girls broke into the club. Does it not? Come on. Make homegrown stuff. Can. He hasn't proven he can yet. I'd give him some credit. I mean, Tony Storm has worked out really well. Definitely had her most success in AEW as the Bucks are banging on Tony's door, and I guess he's in there fearing for his life under the bed. I'm not afraid anymore. Tony under the desk. I'm the man of the house. This is ridiculous. We all know who's not winning. Strawberry and chocolate. Oh, dude. I'm sitting here playing with a couple ideas. Hey, Tony's actually on Dynamite. How nice to see you guys. Just say no to drugs, kids. They need to hire a GM. I'm sorry. If you are anybody out there, I don't give a fuck what company you like better. They need a GM to do this shit for Tony. He's reading. They're going to fight the Jurassic Express on Collision. Oh, and Top Guys. And FTR, who were just hanging around Tony's dressing room. So the Bucks are begging for a money match. These random money matches have worked their way into a story, and it's going to be the Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express versus FTR on Collision. Seems like a really big match for Collision. Jamie Hayter is great. I agree. The Bucks begging for money. I don't get it. They still have a contract. Like, we realize they're still paid to work here, right? They still get a paycheck, right? Are they working for free? Are they missionaries of the wrestling world? They wrestle like it's missionary because it's the same fucking thing over and over. But what are we doing? Why is this a thing? And Tony Khan needs to hire a GM. Danielson, Taz, fucking Tony Schiavone. I don't give a fuck. Somebody's got to represent the brand when dealing with people. Because that skit was fucking PBS, after school special, infomercial bad. Have you ever had trouble making eggs? Why, yes, I have. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. What are we doing? This is not the shopping network. Facts. The Bucks are desperate, I guess. I don't get it. Jurassic Park, and they're millionaires. Again, these weird random bonus money matches. If you were on the card, would you not ask for a money match as well? Does Jamie Hayter and Thekla not deserve a money match for the match they had at WrestleDream? What about that amazing four-way tag match we just had? Nobody gets money for that? What are these money matches? Why? Has anyone even explained the theory behind it? Why we're doing it? Why we would consider doing it? Does anybody know? Just Tony has money and wants to this match. The match with my friends. They get money. Bonus money. What? Why? Tony Khan is showing, trying so hard not to look at the camera. He was trying so hard to sneak looks at whatever was written on the screen. That's what he was doing. He was mid-turn trying to catch the rest of his lines. Listen, it's not easy. It's not easy to have a microphone. It's not easy to be on TV. It's not easy. So for that, I mean, again, we kind of act like Tony Khan is a 22-year-old guy trying to figure out life, remembering that he's an old gentleman. He's older than me, I like to point out. But it's not his forte. Either is booking. But I really think AEW would do well with a legitimate call Kurt Angle. Hey, Kurt, do you want to come in, be the manager? Just run stories, angles, be the manager. Right? Bryan Danielson would be the first call and the most sensible one. Because Bryan Danielson can do what Pierce and Aldis do. He could cut promos at home and not even be at the show, right? This week on Dynamite, you're going to get this and this and this. He doesn't have to be there in present. I think you could use Danielson. You need an authority figure that matters. Tony coming out and having that weird, hi, guys, what are you doing here? I'm so glad you came. Pause. Ultimo Monet is next. All right, time to break out your personal hatred for Mercedes Monet, because you're not allowed to not like how she works, or else you're a hater. So fuck, what do we do? That is an ugly fucking cake. And they're making Renee read off this dribble. This long-winded fucking dribble. Actually, TK, stay in your office. Yeah, right? And again, I'm trying to be nice about it, Jose. I don't want to pick on the guy. I don't want to put the guy down. But it's not his thing. So get somebody to do that part for you. Get somebody to do the talking for you, right? Simple. But here comes Tony Khan is like Linda McMahon level. Take that for what it's worth. Oh, the puppet's back. Okay, I can't hate it. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. I can make a cake look better than that. That looks like it was made at the Dollar Tree. It's a fucking brutal looking cake. You win 12. Your celebration for 12 championships is a fucking garbage looking cake. And what we call, I don't know what the Americans call it, but a fucking Mickey of vodka. Party hard. Let's go. Oh. The Owen belt counts. Why? And people, why are they whining about the Owen belt? Because it doesn't make sense. You can't just shut down every counter argument with, why are you complaining about it? Why do you even care? All right, here comes Mercedes Monet with an angry look and a mic. What are we doing? What is this? Get to the back. What does this prove? And they're booing her for being a dick to the models, the male models. Like, great, okay, good heel. We get it. It's fucking a waste of TV time is what it is. It is a fucking kryptonite pill for me. She's just so good, and you guys just hate her because you hate her, and it's so mean. She's a human being. I wish even the person I'm talking about doesn't say that much, because she can't. Fucking pancake. So Ultimo's celebration is being interrupted by Harley, but it's not going to be Harley, just so we know. You marks want to mock me? Did she call this marks? Oh my God. Yeah, but you're not allowed to say that. It's cringe. You're not allowed to say that. That's enough out of you. Oh, you hear your shit there, MDB. Keep those thoughts to yourself. Looks like happy birthday, homie. Me? It is a fucking garbage looking cake. It looks like they made it out of Play-Doh. Yeah, it's thick lander. So now she's being mean to the puppet. She's just not good. Like, who, guys, I'm going to take a vote. Straw vote. Girls, guys, everybody out there. Who would you rather on your screen? Monet or Becky? Is that a tough one? Who's better with the mic, Monet or Becky? Well, both Monet. Meh, meh, meh. Caw-caw. Yeah, like it's not good acting. It's not good. It sucks. The fans aren't even reacting. They're just like, oh, they called us Marks again. I'm a Mark. Are you a Mark, bro? Oh, she said Mark. She's so good. Oh, dude, you smell. Stop it. And the puppet gets the cake. Not the cake we were hoping for, but it is Hartley. Makes it even worse. Oh, she wasn't alone. There's Stat. Mercedes into the cake. What is that cake made out of? Statlander. Down goes Monet. See, KJ, she put over Statlander. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. When they pulled Harley up, I was like, oh, fuck. But, you know, the fetish just does predictable, silly shit. I don't get it. Why can't they be real like AEW? Oh, okay. And that's not a reflection here on AEW. It's actually a reflection on the fans, but it's more so a reflection on both companies do stupid shit. Both companies do really dumb shit. It happens. It's part of the entertainment of wrestling. Again, everyone's so fucking uptight about things. Again, it is what it is. But I just think people need to start, and I'm going to really try to just start pointing out people that are talking out of both sides of their mouth. Because I don't comprehend it. I can't live that way. We are far too. Sorry, 1 second. Who cares? John Moxley, deep in the fucking bathroom. Later tonight, I'm gonna snake the sink. It's been drained with blonde hair. I gotta drain it. I'm gonna take this drain. I'm gonna make it mine. I'm gonna fix all the plumbing in this house, one pipe at a time. Our only competition is ourselves. There's nobody in professional wrestling that does what he does because he doesn't do professional wrestling. That's why. You ever wonder why you're the only one doing the shit you're doing? As they show replays of Claudio doing stuff, not Moxley. Yeah, classic. Open the case. Mercedes through the cake, of course. I am the table. Is that your final answer? This segment could have been a text message. This ain't even worth an email. Anthony, I'm with you, man. And again, I mean, the idea that it's, either you don't like women's wrestling or you're just picking on Mercedes, it's this. This stuff is so bad. It builds up, over time. Oh, as we're getting, nobody told us life was gonna be this way. It really is. I'm not even bullshitting. It's like the real world. And friends, is this really their entrance? Have I been missing this, or is this new? The fuck are we doing? And there's so many people in this group, including Hologram. What the fuck? Anybody? Somebody help me here. The fuck am I watching? They called a puppet in the. Oh, they kicked the puppet in the face to push a world title. And the guy that was in a hardcore match over the world title Sunday is fine to face a jobber. I don't get why Moxley is having this match. Let's put all my feelings for Moxley aside. As a booker, why would, like, Moxley has a world title match on or not a world title match, an I Quit match on Saturday. He should not be here on Wednesday working. I'm sorry. He should not be. Darby comes out, okay, or John comes out and, bandage them up and make them look like they went through war. Moxley is an asshole that got set on fire and showed up the next possible shift at work perfectly fine. We sell nothing. And I'm sorry for the fans out there that are trying to convince themselves, and I'm not even sure why, but you need so bad for that Moxley match to be a good match. The casket match, the coffin match, was one of the worst matches of the year. And the fish tank match is even worse. What do we do? And I'm sorry if you think it's a good match. I will listen to why you think it was. From my standpoint, it was slow, uneventful. Moxley took 0 bumps. He took like 2 or 3. Barely took anything. They kicked the living shit out of Darby because Darby's dumb enough to let them do it. And they would never pull that shit on a vet. It was because it's a kid. Because it's poor little punk Darby who thinks it's fun to get flung through the fucking air. So they took advantage of that. And they beat the shit out of that kid for almost a half an hour. And then Moxley took a couple bumps and tapped out within a minute of being put in the Scorpion Deathlock. And some people said, oh, it was perfect. Perfect. Really? This guy, the guy that just said, nobody in this industry does it like me, tapped out that quick? What? He didn't fight? He didn't hold on? You didn't make it epic? You mean that 90-pound kid didn't fucking have to really lynch it, sink it in, really lock it down? Moxley just tap. I don't like puddles. I don't like fish water. And I don't like Darby. I'm out. Didn't even have the decency to make it a grind. You remember that classic match when Bret Hart threw Stone Cold in the fucking sharpshooter and 2 seconds in, tap, tap, tap? Do you remember that classic? Oh, no, that's because the guy who said he was fucking tough acted tough. They didn't just say it. And that's what I think bothers me the most about a lot of this with AEW, with Tony Khan, with Dave Meltzer, with the fan base. It's a lot of words that mean fuck and all. There's nothing to back them up. Oh, she is elevating the title. How? You just said she is. Does that make it so? He is a great wrestler. Okay, we're watching. When does this great wrestling take place? We are here. We are watching. Oh, we're having great. Every show's our best show. All right, we're tuning in. Why do none of your actions match your words? Why? Moxley's the toughest fucker that ever lived. The hardest wrestler ever. Fuck Harley Race. Fuck Lou Thez. Fuck all the ones before him. He is the toughest badass motherfucker you've ever seen. Tap, 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 tap. The fuck? What are we doing? You don't work hard. And every once in a while, you get to do a spot that you think's fun. Wouldn't it be cool if I land on some spikes? Yeah, then everybody ignores the fact that you had a shit match. You wasted 18 minutes of our lives so you could fall on some spikes and feel good about you. And then fans want to go, so good. So good. You see when they took his head and they put it in the water, then they pulled it back up? They put it in the water again. Oh my God. So good. So good. Fuck off. That's the problem. That's not it's not we want to see AEW fail. Not that we're rooting against Tony Khan. They just say a lot of shit that's not substantiated. There is no evidence. We're killing it on Max. Prove it. Nah. Oh yeah, we could sell out any building anywhere in the world. Okay, but you're in a 1,000, a 1,000 seat building. What are we doing? We could. Well, you used to. Why are you doing it anymore? We don't want to. It's a better feel. It's more intimate. The fuck are you talking about? What are we doing? Like, at what level? How deep does this cult-like infatuation with this company from certain people, how deep does it go? Because the problem's not the company. The problem, the booking can be a little wonky, but it's just nothing adds up. You got a fan base beating drums. Oh, we're killing it. The Dub's scared. The Fed is scared. Fuck the Fed bots. They're scared. Ignore the 30,000 people they just had in their buildings this weekend. They're afraid. There's nothing backed up more. Nothing. There's no more evidence. There's no indication. It's just words. I'm the best. They're the best tag team. He's the best guy. He has the best work rate. None of it substantiated. None of it supported. None of it even popular opinion. But I digress. Back to the puppet. Yes, I don't get it. Thank you, Spaz, for the $5. And the wind me up, apparently. This match is so random. This is why I get to rant for 15 minutes. Why the fuck is Moxley fighting Kyle O'Reilly days after fighting Darby in an I Quit match? What is the rhyme? What is the reason? What is the thought process behind it? Why do I have this loser bending a man's fingers on the ring stairs right now? It's ridiculous. He's a fucking loser. He thinks he's the coolest guy. You ever meet that guy that when you're all hanging out, you have a group of friends, but there's that one guy that when he's in the room, everyone's just a little uneasy because he's like the toughest guy in the world and he can't wait to prove it. But generally, the guy that gets fucking laid out pancake real quick, that's Jon Moxley. He's the guy that when he walks in the room, everyone's like, things were fun. What happened to you? But Mox wants to be Bane. Apparently, Mox just sits around watching movies and gets inspired. But by all means, no knock on him for that. But back it up. You want to be Bane? Like, Bane didn't get into it, like, run into Batman and, like, take a knee. Like, oh, I'm sorry, Batman. Bane fucked the man up until he couldn't fuck him up anymore. If you're going to be the badass villain, be the badass villain. Jon Moxley has spent the better part of 8 months running away, doing stupid shit that makes no sense, and trying to shock people into ratings. And none of it has worked. None of it. You have the Don Callis family full of people. Doesn't even matter. Completely useless from almost everybody in the group. Fletcher, Takeshka, and Okada gets treated like he's special, but he's not. You have the conglomeration is a mess. The Death Riders is a mess. Very ineffective and ineffectual, I guess. But ultimately, you just have these groups, the elite, whining, begging for money matches. They're not even really a group or a faction. Sometimes they are. They kind of tease it. It's always like hurt feelings and like breakups to makeups. Shout out Method Man. But what the fuck? Like, what are we doing? Who's cool in this company? Right? And I mean, again, if you think someone in this company is cool, let me know. But people just keep saying random shit with no support. Their answer is because. That's not good enough. Had to get hydrated and got right back into the ran. MDP. Them pasties sneak up on you when you're screaming and yelling. So, yeah, before my lips stick together, I don't want to get like an old man situation going on. So, trying to keep it moist. Mox should go back to WWE or NXT. Nah, he doesn't fit. He'd stick out like a sore thumb. And when you hear Moxie do interviews, they were holding back my creativity. I just wanted, when you just want them to let you loose. This is why they wouldn't let you loose. They didn't let Moxley loose because he's fucking mental. And now I'm going to eat the fucking, the potted plant, the whole plant, even the fucking cup, the whole pottery. I'm going to eat it. No, you can't do that, John. Yes, the gas mask shit sucked. But, I mean, not far off from the bullshit you're doing now. Well, we can't make him bleed. Anybody got a fish tank? What the fuck? What are we doing? How'd we get there? I want to be in that meeting. I want to hear it. So, we can't bleed in Missouri? Fuck. You know what doesn't make you bleed? Water. What are we doing? Really? Is it like, how did we get there? And it's stupid. It did nothing. Again, There's parents out there that are going to hate it. Fine. There's parents out there that think violent. For as long as there's been parents that think kids get exposed to things they shouldn't. That's a tale as old as time. Fine. Fuck it. Some parents don't like it. That's fine. That's their prerogative. And that is their right as parents. That's not even my problem. The problem is you gave me a really garbage match. And all like because apparently there was a fish tank in it, it made the match amazing. It was great. It was one of the best. I don't want to say like best ever, but I'm saying like it could be. Oh, something. The fuck are we talking about? Who's in the tournament? Michael, what tournament? The ladies tournament? Apparently it's Queen Emanata Hayter are going to take on Penelope and Megan Bain, and Sky Blue and Julia are going to take on. This is why I did not want an AEW women's division. I didn't want it because I don't think the depth will call for it, and you're not going to book it well. And really, we couldn't get Deonna Artea in here? Where are the other ladies? As Conan would say, we are not allowed any disrespect to the 4-time Booker of the Year. Fact. Oh, let's protect this guy. KJ got that one. Thank you, sir. John Moxley is a guy that gets dropped off at by a girl from a party, but doesn't make the move. I'm just badass. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Moist Monet. I'm gonna leave that alone. One more super. I think Moxley should just retire then. No, I mean, he doesn't have to retire, but he's got to change. Before John Moxley was John Moxley, when he was Dean Ambrose, me and my brother would argue about Dean Ambrose. I hated him. I didn't like him then. I still don't like him now. To me, Dean Ambrose, John Moxley has been a one-note song forever. For a decade, he's beat the same drum. The only thing that didn't changed was the WWE wouldn't let him go buck wild, and Tony Khan doesn't have a spine. That's why there's jellyfish in my background. There's lots of jellyfish in AEW. Spineless. We got a 2 count. And to the Bulldog choke. Like, why is Moxley having so much trouble with Kyle O'Reilly, who wiggles to the bottom rope? Is this Moxley trying to prove to people, see, I can wrestle. I'll give you a good match. No, you won't. No, you won't. But not retire, but change it up. Do something new. And again, like, I know he is who he is, but at least have a good match. Sell for somebody. Show some respect to the fans, to your fellow wrestlers. Act like you're wrestling. Act like you're trying to make it believable. This is shit. Back into the choke. This is Mox. I have to fight on Wednesday because I got to get my win back. The people saw me lose. I don't want to be a loser. The fuck are we done? Take a night off. We're fucking sick of you. Goes for a paradigm shift. Transitions. Kyle O'Reilly with a nice transition into an ankle lock. The GCW death match, I Quit matches are way more violent than any AEW matches and I Quit matches. You're right. And we've been here live for them, Safit, and we like them. We've watched insane matches. We nominate, refs down. Why are we getting a ref bump in this match? And now we got 4 refs. Moxley was going to tap out to Kyle O'Reilly, so he beat up the ref. Now we got a brawl. What? Kyle O'Reilly just beat John Moxley, ladies and gentlemen. And John Moxley, there he goes, running off with a sour look on his face again. The biggest pussy in wrestling. Think about it. Yeah, probably a few times. It's important, bro. In every context, it's important. Even the context of what you're trying to stretch it to, it's important. Keep all your lips moist. Tip of the day from KJ. They were like, Mox, you can't bleed. What else can exactly, right? Like, can I shoot him in the fucking face? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What up, darkness in the valley? AEW better not go to Baltimore, no bleeding there. And again, if you're going to go to places that don't allow blood, don't allow this, and you need it, it's paramount to your story, book around it. Make it make sense. Don't do it where you did it. That's all on you as a booker. As a person trying to make sense of it all, that's your job. And I have no sympathy for that. Again, you opted for this. So all the fans out there, oh, buddy, but. No. It's his job. He needs to figure it out. And if you're going to build up this big giant rivalry with car crashes and plastic bags and handcuffs and blow torches and flamethrowers and Molotov cocktails and tasers and lasers and oh my, if you're going to build it all up with that, maybe the blow off isn't in a place that can't, facilitate that type of match. Common sense. Am I asking too much here? Does that seem too sensible? It's official, bro. All Elite Wrestling has the worst follow-up shows. They've had a long-standing history rant. I know myself and Nick have talked about this before, that, even when, like, oh, fuck, we're super excited. Wow, what a great pay-per-view. What are they going to do Wednesday? And it's just 6-man tag, 8-man tag, nothing but bullshit. I literally get mad anytime I see Mox on my TV, even more now after those two Derby matches. I mean, I think I would be lying to everybody if I said it didn't somehow trigger me. The minute we got anywhere near the Moxley match, Mercedes and Moxley tend to be close together on a card a lot. My God, does it make my brain hurt? Right? Funny as hell. I disagree. KJ Mox fits into the reunited Shield. Roman, the chosen megastar. Rollins is the overlooked workhorse. Ambrose is the unhinged maniac. But he won't. What you misunderstand, Bernard, is Moxley wants to bleed every match. It's not just like it happens. He wants to bleed. He wants to bite faces. He wants to land on spikes. He wants to be shocking. Nobody does what I do. That's what he wants. So that's why he doesn't fit in this. Because you couldn't put him in a corporate environment and then say, don't bleed, especially with the man's head's made of paper mache, apparently. That becomes the problem. Like, as far as the character on paper, yeah, that works. I agree with you. But as the human being that would have to go back into a corporation, Moxley's not meant to be in the corporate confines, and that's fine. That's not a knock. That's not everyone's cup of tea. Trust me, it wasn't mine. I hated it. He does not fit. It does not work that way. So that becomes the dilemma is, they're trying to run an angle and Moxley's like, gig me the hard way. You're like, what? Thunder Rosa is in her backyard in her underwear. Last time I checked. Anybody see Thunder lately? The last 4 or 5 times that I've seen Thunder Rosa, she's been in her underwear doing something around the house. I don't know if she still wrestles. I know she had back issues. I'm not sure if she's still under contract anywhere. But every time I see Thunder Rosa, she's at home doing chores in her panties. And kudos to her. But that's just an honest answer. That's not even a joke. That's legitimately an honest answer. The way KG feels about Mox. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. I have similar feelings to Sammy, but more hateful. Dude, my guy, what am I going to do with you? The man who puts everybody over. The man who's a saint. The man who's actually petitioning for people to beat him. And Moxley. The fuck, bro? Again, we agree on a lot of things, MDB. This is one we're just stuck on. But I knew you were, the minute I read the first 5 words, I knew where we were going with this trip. So, why? Oh, by the way, the Death Riders, after a Moxley match, we're now having the rest of the Death Riders fight the conglomeration. So the amazing booking continues here tonight. I haven't put a poll up in a while because that's my care level. So we have Danny, Yuta, and Big Brother Claudio taking on Roddy, who's been teasing that he's not enjoying himself, Mark Briscoe, and Orange Pockets, Orange Cassidy. I don't get I'm shocked. Is anyone else out there surprised that Orange Cassidy came back and he just kind of faltered to the middle? I'm a little surprised just because it's Orange fucking Cassidy. You're not even booking your stars. Like, I would argue Orange Cassidy's pretty close to a homemade star for this company. And just another mid guy. Go and have good 5-minute matches. JD got fired from HOG because of his comments about AEW. That's what I had heard. I think you're allowed to have an opinion. I've talked very publicly about that particular gentleman. I don't know him. I don't know if he's a bad guy, good guy, nice guy, whatever. All I know is what he presents live. I don't get it. I know I do my fair of ranting and raving and shouting. I just don't get his flavor. And for him, he has to go to a certain place to garner that extra punch. If you're smart and you really know how to, kind of put it together, then you really don't have to do that. But he has to drop, we know the words he likes to use. He likes to push that envelope. Eventually, it's going to burn you in the ass. And this may have caused it. HOG would rather work with AEW than work with JD. It's that simple. I don't care how big he thinks he is. I think even he's smart enough to know if HOG had to pick, he's fucked. And clearly, that's the mess he's in. But I don't necessarily think it's about his comments. I think it's more about how his comments were presented, how, where he went with it. I just, that's my issue with him. Again, over the top. And who the fuck is over there? Who is he yelling at? Uncle Dave is already creeping his pants to scream 5-star match. I'm so bored right now, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. We still have 32 minutes to go. Full disclosure. Has anyone else kind of mentally tuned out of this motherfucker? No, I'm not way behind. I'm right here. Look. Last one just came in. I was ahead of that one. I clicked it by accident. It's official. Havoc preview set for 10:30. All right, go check out Spaz. Thank you so much for the $5 as always. Paul, I got you. But no, appreciate all the love. Go give Spaz and Jake some love over there and go check it out. This match has no marbles. Again, it feels lackluster. It feels like it lacks excitement. It lacks. Where are the cool guys that we want to cheer for? We're like the actual cool dudes, like the wrestlers that are like badass. I'm struggling. We went from Moxley versus Kyle and then directly into this sham. Why didn't they just do an 8-man tag and get it over with? By no-dos. 5-hour energy. Here we go. JD from New York did not get fired from House of Glory. All right. Mixed notes. I did see something going around where people said he did, and then other people said he didn't. Then he said he didn't. I don't know. I honestly don't give a fuck. Chris, you might be right. I'm rolling up Blizzy because this show feels sleazy and making me sleepy. Well, I don't know if the fucking L is going to make you feel any better, my guy. But, folks, remember, the wrestling might suck. We never do. I will take a second as we are in fucking picture. We are back tomorrow to break down Halloween Havoc. We will give you our predictions and our preview. Of course, Saturday we're here. 6:30 p.m. we go live, and we will be here for Halloween Havoc. Should be a fun show. Added some things last night. We're going to the Hardy compound. It's going to be a good time. We're looking forward to it. So be there for that. Friday SmackDown in between the two shows. We will be here for that. Saturday main event. The go home week is next week. What else do we got coming up? We got so much coming up, so much wrestling. But stay tuned for all of it, as November is a busy month before we get a little bit quieter in December and get ready for ho-ho. But other than that, we are rolling. We appreciate it. Don't forget, we do have merch. Go check out our merch store. The link is down below. More stuff coming, more stuff on its way. Again, a little bit of a battle right now, but stay tuned. What else can I tell you about while we're in picture? Let's go back to the chat. And yeah, Wednesdays, I'm happy. Orange Pockets. KJ, wonder if we'll get JD from New York tweets shown on AEW TV. That'd be funny, right? Especially when they're just droning in, or they eventually catch one and be like, oh shit. We should tweet in. I want to tweet in. I just feel like they're fake. Again, I feel like everything with AEW is just smoke and mirrors. Why Daniel Garcia? Great question. They love him. Daniel let Tony do the dance. Tony told the crowd live, if you like Daniel, get used to it. You're going to see a lot of Daniel, because he got to do the dance. That's how the booking decisions get made in AEW. Are we still invited to Canadian Thanksgiving, even though we hate Sammy? No, because it happened already. So you missed. So you got 1 year to kind of like Sammy. Work on your Sammy love. You're allowed. You can have that. You can definitely have that one. 0. Not a single point was to that not a single point to that Moxley match that just happened. Why is this still on my TV? It is basically kicked this show square in the nuts. Oh man, when you tune in AEW, it just has a pulse. You can feel it. Can you feel it? Maybe it's because your hands around your wrong pulse, moron. Help me understand. Help me understand, folks. We will never speak a bad word about Sammy again. Ilya is one of my favorite wrestlers. Look at Sammy putting over Ilya. Give Sammy some love. Wednesday, why no? What's the no polls? Are we gangbanging on polls? Chores in the panties. That sounds fun. I'm not being funny. I'm not being an asshole. I'm not being sexist. I'm not being misogynistic. The last 4 or 5 times that I have seen Thunder Rosa, it's been on social media and she's doing shit in her panties. That's all I know. I guess Tony ain't there. Shout out. I love Thunder Rosa. I think she's amazing. But I haven't seen her anywhere else. Simply reporting as Briscoe takes everybody out. Best match ever. Bro, best Dynamite we've ever had. Best Dynamite ever. Did you see those topes? They're chanting AEW. Because Briscoe jumped off the ropes and landed on 8 men. And we get a 2. We get a 2. No marbles. You have no marbles. If you caught up, that means you missed. I tell you, if I miss your comment, super chat, super stickers, or repetition helps. Well, I've had enough of this show. Off goes my TV. This show is ass. Again, I didn't think that NXT last night was a great show. I gave it lower than Nick. Some of you guys were here for my NXT rating last night. Thought it was okay. I gave it a 7. But I was more entertained from start to finish watching that than I was to this. Now, again, because we do this, we have to preface things of, hey, folks, it's not hate. We watched one show. I felt this way about it. X. I watched this show and I felt this way about it. Why? X is greater than Y. That's it. That's it. It's nothing personal. There's no money behind it. Nothing. That's just how it went. And I think Monday was better than Tuesday. Or did Monday suck too? The crowd is losing their mind right now, chanting, "This is awesome." Everybody, I don't get the fans. Big clothesline, Yuta down. Everybody involved in the match is laying on the ground, except Jay Driller. And then they all stood up to fake try and break up the count. Why can't the guys at ringside be doing something? Oh, Pac, who was not invited to be in the match because they had the powerhouse Danny Garcia and the stud Wheeler Yuta. Ishii jumps Pac. Oh, fuck. I want to pack a bag and get the fuck out of here. This is awesome. I didn't do it. All right. Let's get back where I was. Can you talk about AEW might lose their TV deal? Oh, Damian. Again, it's early on this one, and I don't want to be the. Oh, Kyle. Apparently, the biggest badass in the company is Kyle O'Reilly, who now Shafir and Claudio. Oh, this is so messy. Why didn't you just do an 8-man? Oh, up goes. And Moxley there wandering around, stumbling and bumbling again. And here comes Darby, back to the knee. Down goes Claudio. I bet you Moxley runs away. Superman punch. Oh, look, there's Moxley. Side shuffle, Run away, retreat. Every fucking time. The biggest pussy in wrestling. And you're like, well, KJ, some heels are chicken shit heels. Yeah, that's not a chicken shit heel. At least not it's supposed to be. And he's just always retreat. I'm a badass, but I run away. I make faces. And speaking of bad acting, here comes Monet. Athena telling Mercedes to calm down. What does this mean? Mark's amazing. Again, Mark's one of those guys that I would build a company around. Mark, Osprey, Swerve, Hangman. You got good guys. Mark just feels like an under guy hanging out with other under guys. I gave it a 7 as well. Right. Thunder Rosa is a baddie. She needs to join Hickenbottom High. I'd be in. I'm down for Thunder Rosa. Volume shooter. Get the fuck out of here. Then you'll get on my nerves and I'll skip you. Thunder Rosa is a very sexy woman. She is. Shout out to the Thunder. Big fan. All right, so now that the Death Riders have completely kicked the fucking shit out of this show, here comes the prototype. From one big faction to another useless faction. And I know the Protostar, my bad. I am amused by what are you amused? Because there's options here. And are you amused about the right things, the right way? Maybe you have amused yourself. I'm amused. But the last 20 minutes of this show is minutes we're never going to get back for our life. NXT has the hottest women's division in wrestling. I don't know. That's a tough one. Booking wise, no. Going the other route? We'd have to think about it. We have to play some apples and apples. Thunder Rosa Cake. One of the videos was baking Mega, to be honest. Briscoe gets a win, 2-1. This shit must be really bad if Boston throws in the towel. San Antonio. So Briscoe gets killed by Kyle, then pins Yuta. I don't get it. Why is the conglomeration now? Are they going to have a blood and guts? Is it going to be the Death Riders versus the conglomeration at blood and guts? The fuck are we doing? Really? That's the talent you bring to the table. And people dare want to have a conversation with me about this is the real Graps. And this is, they don't miss. They don't miss. There's just an energy. And it's so good. And the Fed, they just stealing people's money. They put on boring shows. They never have good matches. But my company, every match is great. Did you see Kyle O'Reilly and Moxley? 5 stars. Nigel would be proud. My problem is AEW's flagship show shouldn't be competing and losing to WWE's developmental program. That's a big argument. And that's a big point. They flex when they beat NXT. Their fans are out there trying to flex hard on TNA. Yo, wasn't TNA just garbage, indie trash? Wasn't TNA just worthless, not even worth our time? Now the same people that said that are doing everything they can to temper the excitement about TNA. No, they're shit. And here comes Mark Briscoe. Jesus Christ. Not you, I'm sorry. What the fuck are we doing? Moxley comes out, has a match with O'Reilly. They leave. They have a fucking 6-man. Then Moxley and O'Reilly come back out. We have a brawl. Then Fletcher comes out. Out comes Briscoe again. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? The fuck are we doing? Now, I would love to see Briscoe fight Fletcher. Again! I feel like I've been watching the same. That's what it feels like, Paul. I'm with you, bro. And I know this is best year 2025, man. It's our year. Is it? Is it your year? Jesus Christ. Do you remember that year that Gretzky put up 50 and then came back the next year and got 22 and was pumped about the 22? Get the fuck out of here. Stats are stats, guys. Best year ever, my ass. You have so much talent not being booked, yet you're shoving all the same people in all the same shit. Ricochet, the Hurt Syndicate, Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe, fucking Moxley, the Death Riders. What the fuck are we doing with the conglomeration? The Ops kind of mixed in there somehow, some way, but they're mad at Paige. Right? The Young Bucks are back fucking around with Jungle Express. Marty McFly had less success turning back the clock. Kiwan, I'm with you, buddy. Thunder Rosa co-worker, fine for show. Oh, Dawn Callis, you are a financial burden. She still got kick on that vase. A whole hour ago, didn't wipe it off at all, Kiwan. Just walked around screaming like a fucking lunatic. They cannot be serious and stick Athena with Mercedes. What the fuck? Again, they will crush Athena to help Mercedes. This is the fucking problem. Athena was on a run of runs with that Ring of Honor title. They brought her up to fucking squash her real quick. Oh, the internet saying Athena is better than me? I'll be right back. Tony. The tedious champion. I am amused. The proto jobber. Yeah, I don't. What's next? What are we left with tonight? What is left on this docket? Oh, the main event, Bandito Okada for the Unified Championship. You guys ready for fun? What belt does he get if he wins? The Unified title and the Continental title, the Unified title and the International title, the Unified title and both? I'm a muse. You're my muse, bro. Let's go. Somebody took John Cena's old name. I don't know. Mercedes and Athena lose in the women's tag team tournament. Blame Athena and goes after her Ring of Honor title. Ronan, I tell you, you're fucking crazy. But know what's even more crazy? Mercedes and Athena win the tag. If she becomes AEW Women's World Tag Champion, A, I will throw up a lot. B, ironic, didn't you walk out of another company because tag titles weren't good enough for you? And C, what the fuck? I'm a poet. And you are my muse. There you go. I thought it was going to rhyme. It was close, but I'll take it. I feel like that's a quote. Mercedes Athena as a tag team. I am in. Damien, I know you love Mercedes, and I know it probably kills you to watch me pound the hell out of her paws. I mean, verbally give her a hard time week in and week out. So they're going to use. I don't feel good for Athena in this scenario. And if you're going to have a woman bragging about 12 belts and you are trying to legitimize women tag titles, those two things should stay far away from each other. Mercedes, just go collect your singles belts. But you're instantly going to put if she gets anywhere near those tag titles, you're going to put a taint on the tag titles. If she wins them, you might as well say fuck it and never have done the tag team division. Because I don't think you'll ever get interest in the women's tag team division if you start it with Mercedes as one half the tag champs. I don't think so. I could be wrong. But again, like I said earlier tonight, it's not about what you say. It's about what you do. Prove it. Mickey James, AEW, PR, WWE. Alan, I'm not sure what you said, bro. Osprey and Swerve wrestle that stupid Japanese style and the crippled Okada and Omega. They can't be trusted to stay healthy to lead the company. Well, I mean, again, you got to keep in mind, I think one thing that has, for some of these talent, they work the indies a lot. And for some of them, getting healthcare, getting surgeries, getting fixed wasn't in the cards. They had to keep working, or, it was just, oh, here's the official bracket reveal. I thought they were going to do it like cool, but they revealed half of it earlier. So, yeah, it's what we thought, except Mercedes and Athena. Why? Deanna wasn't available. Is Mina Tony in it? Okay, Mina and Tony's in it. At least we got Mina and Tony. That's okay. But the fact that Athena, Mercedes is anywhere near this title is fucked to me. You have so many women doing nothing. But we got Mina. She's doing something for me. What's next for Kyle Fletcher? Mark Briscoe. Well, the same thing that was last for Kyle Fletcher. Briscoe again. Panic at the Briscoe. KJ is blowing his top off, folks. You can't beat this shit. Bradley, I'm glad you're enjoying my misery. I feel like if you've ever been around a little kid and like you trip and fall or smash yourself in the face with something and the kid finds it hilarious, that's kind of what this feels like that masochist laughter. Like, yeah, kill yourself. Not literally, folks. Oh, Thekla getting a little touchy-feely with Mina. I like this. And I like Thekla. And I like Mina. This is when I talk about Mercedes holding the women's division hostage. Thekla, Mina for TBS title. Doesn't that sound good? Shouldn't the conglomeration have had a match against the Cow's family? You would think, but now they're mad at, like, everyone's mad at everybody. It's literally like trying to read a book, and 2 chapters into your book, heroes and villains from 3 other books start showing up in your book. What is this shit? What is it, a Marvel movie? What the fuck are we doing? All right, I'll put a poll up for this one. I've been lazy on the polls. Somebody said they didn't like the polls earlier. Anybody got beef with my polls? Pause. Oh, it's been one of them nights, folks. Bandito looks like he does. He looks like a local exotic dancer. Marcy Darcy would love Bandito. And if anybody gets that joke, we're friends and old, probably. Marcy Darcy would love that guy. I think that's genius. Back to you guys. Bandito's taking on Okada. I literally had to double check because I couldn't remember, which is crazy. Nobody. And again, folks, we play this game all week long. We're here for all the shows. And I promise all the fans out there, if WWE is shitting the bed, you'll hear it from us. That's it. If we show up to a bad NXT, we'll tell you. We're not going to lie. We're terrible at it. What are we doing? Main event, Rainmaker. Who do you got? Rainmaker, Bandito. So one half of your tag champs, and I know the scenario, but what are we doing? Are we not trying to get to Okada Takeshita? Is that not the goal here? Rerun the tape. Run it back. I'm reloaded. Again, what the fuck? If Briscoe loses again, it's stupid. Again, I mean, we talk about people out there. Drew McIntyre has to win at Saturday main event, and I agree. But if a guy as big and over as Drew McIntyre has to win, do you not think Mark Briscoe has to win at some point? That you just can't keep kicking the shit out of Mark Briscoe? I said sorry. Trying to, Jet Speed, Jack Perry, Luchasaurus versus FTR Young Bucks Saturday on Collision. I misunderstood what they were going to do. Again, why can't we have FTR on Dynamite? Why can't we have FTR have matches on Dynamite? Why can't FTR wrestle on Dynamite? And maybe I'll tag Dax again and ask him, because he was so nice to acknowledge the last time, why can't they work matches on Dynamite? Do they not want to? I like them. I just don't know where they are. Right? Jack Perry just came back. Luchasaurus. They're kind of hot for AEW right now. Put them on Collision, I guess. You want people to watch Collision too. I get it. But we are at the point now where Collision just feels like Thursday Night Thunder. And I don't know you're getting the interest that you should be. Jet Speed, FTR have been tied together for going back a couple months now with no real kind of like holy shit payoff or a pay-per-view match unless it's on a pre-show or other people are involved. Now, can Okada shock me? Can Okada shock me and give me a good match? 50% of the chat saying nobody wins in this one, which I don't think they meant it the way I thought it. Okada 38% and Bandito 14%. So Okada, decent favorite for this one. 15 minutes or more toast crap. Yeah, how much time we got? I wonder how much keep in mind, this is the first Wednesday in 3 weeks. This is that doesn't go 2 hours. So I hope the overrun is minimal. It's not that bad, y'all. Specifically, Mega, what do you got? I don't know what you're saying. Remember when TK said they would do the rematches? Yeah. That's why you don't make absolute claims, because then you got to run it back and you look like an asshole when you can't keep your word. Don't commit to shit that you don't know is not true. Is Fletcher out, babyface? to face. Not really. He's still, as long as he's wedged in Don Callis' ass, he's a heel. As we play a little catch my gun game, Crimson is right. WWE for Tessa B. Hang tight on that. We'll see where that goes. She wouldn't work in AEW. Backlash full gear with. Oh, by the way, we haven't talked about this all night. Real quick. Money in the Bank moves to September and is going to New Orleans. Sorry about the mania. Here you go. So yeah, announced next year's Money in the Bank will be in September, which is going to change up the booking, and it's going to be in New Orleans. It was made official today. Amongst the other things I had jotted down, I completely overlooked that until I just caught it right there. Mercedes Reign of Terror. I love it. Did TK run out of ideas and decide to just do rematches every week? And again, for the fans out there, for the diehards out there, you can feel the pulse. This is the pulse. This is the energy that you don't get at a WWE show. I'm sorry, we get bigger crowd reactions and bigger energy on a WWE show for just certain people standing in the fucking ring, standing still, doing fuck and all. Paul Heyman gets a bigger reaction than half this fucking roster. Tell me when I'm telling lies. The pulse. I've been half asleep for an hour. The pulse of this show. Well, it's because you're old, KJ. Figure it out. I forgot the Jet and Jet Speed's name. Facts. First matches in AEW are better than the main event. It's ass backwards almost every week, Jay. And when they have later shows, we saw it over the last few weeks. The worst match on the card was your main event. That's fucking atrocious. To me, that shows an insecure chicken shit booker. You got to go big. You got to think big. And again, if you're always trying to be the water that fits into the container, you'll just shape yourself to that. But if you want to be solid and burst, that sounds all kinds of horrible as my analogy goes. But if you want to be solid and break free, you got to step out. You got to be big. You got to go for it. You got to give people a reason to stay around and watch your shows. If you're just going to mail it in because they're not going to watch anyway, that's a loser mentality. You can't win them all. Fuck you. We're going to try. TK asks people what they want to do, and then he says, creative control. TK asks people what they want to do, and then says he has creative control. Yes, so we played this game. I know it's infamous, our old sappy, sticky hand buddy out there sliding into my DMs because I call bullshit on all of it. Again, you want to play semantics? Does it say in their contract, I have creative control? Mercedes, I actually imagine in her contract, it says, like, I have final say, or I have da-da-da. I'm sure it is. I can't prove it, and I don't want to be like the other guys that just make shit up. But I'd be shocked if it isn't. However, if you have a boss, kind of like the jellyfish behind me, that doesn't have enough of a spine to stand up to the talent and say no, then what does it matter? Creative control, creative suggestion. We do what we want. The inmates run the asylum. Great, we have all these fucking rules, but if the parents don't enforce them, the kids are going to fucking jump the fucking shark real quick, aren't they? And that's what's happened. Everybody does whatever they want. They work with whoever they want. Might not be creative control, but when the Hurt Syndicate say, well, we're not doing this, and you have no choice but to go, okay. When Mercedes says, I'm not doing that, and you go, okay. When Moxley's running around going, I want to do all the things. Yeah, okay. You get to do that too. The Bucks only work with, their friends. When the Bucks have to have a big match to drop the belt, they drop it to the fucking private party as a transitional champion to avoid looking weak by going under the actual superstar team they should drop it to. Again, you can tell me if I'm lying. I'm all ears. First match in AEW or better. Got that one. I was working backwards a little. Nick missed a good live. Feet up, I hope. I hope he's relaxing. I hope he's not even thinking about wrestling. Hope he's having a good time. Maybe, check some ledgers, make sure his taxes are in order. That's what I hope for Big Nick tonight. Big shout out to Anthony. Big shout out to Nick. Again, we love our family here. We love our friends, and we couldn't do it without each other. So big shout out to my guy, my partner in crime. As I hope he is nowhere near a screen right now, and he is living life. Tony Khan does not know what to do with tag guys: Solo, Kazarian, Scorpio, Sky, Ethan Page, Mark Briscoe. Like he doesn't know what to do with any of them though, Chris. And you're right. Again, another kind of example, but he doesn't know what to do with the tag teams when they're together. Doesn't know what to do with them when they're apart. The last 40 minutes of this show have been a clusterfuck, even though this match is pretty good. Not bad. I just have a lot of apathy right now. Mercedes and Tony should not, I repeat, should not win tag titles. If that happens, that's probably it for me because you can't show any more disrespect to your division. Wrestling Rants, I'm so with you. I don't think Mercedes should be anywhere near this fucking tournament. I think you have so much talent. Again, what are you telling the talent at home that can't get booked, that don't even get a sniff of this tournament? What are you telling those people? You employ them and you never use them. And then I got these bleeding hearts crying and whining about Andrade. Fuck you. Fuck Andrade. Fuck Tony Schiavone. What are you talking about? How could you not see the hypocrisy in your own bullshit as we get a big frog splash? 2-2-2. How can you not see it? Right? You have these women that are really good at wrestling, former world champions in other companies, some of them current champions in the indie companies, just not being used. And we talk about Mercedes Moné holding the women's division hostage and cannibalizing it. And then I don't even know if it's doubling down. You triple down, quadruple down, and you put her in the tag team tournament. Wow. Bold strategy, Cotton. But it's the same thing with what we saw all night tonight. Hurt Syndicate, Ricochet, GOA. I've already said this. I'm repeating myself now. He's doing the shit so often that the criticism's starting to echo. Fucking nuts, right? But all night long, we've seen it. Run it back, run it back, run it back. TK asked people what they want. I got that one. Is it over yet? Michael, it's not. And listen, I'm going to say something real clear to people. I don't care how people feel about AI. I know it scares some of us. I know, even us here at the Wrestling for Life Network, dabble. You have to stay up with the times. But I don't give a fuck. If you get the product in the ring to be good, I don't give a shit. And I don't care if it's AI. I don't care if it's your cousin. I don't care if it's a small child. I don't care what, who, when, why. Whatever can fix the booking in this company, whatever can make Wednesdays interesting again, I'm in. I'm fucking in. I don't care if it's a creative team of fucking Gilbert and Goldberg and Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. I don't care. I don't care how we get there. I don't care anymore. It's got to be better because whoever is coming up with the decisions on this sucks. Sucks bad. There's no even like, oh, that's kind of good. It's bad shit. It's lazy shit. And I truly feel like they've developed this idea. The shows don't matter. We'll just mail them in, and hopefully the fans love the pay-per-views that we don't miss on. But then you deliver a WrestleDream, and it makes all your wrestling feel like shit. AEW turns chicken salad into chicken shit wrestling. Yeah, that's it took me a second to reread that, but yeah. They're taking fucking outright as Okada slides down the back of Bandito, goes for the not blocked. they're taking full out rotisserie chicken and turning it into chicken shit. Like they are taking a 5-course, 5-star meal and turning it into fucking fast food. We kind of got to move there. Not sure what happened. Up goes Okada again, down on the knee. I guess they did it proper this time. The crowd murmurs. Oh, but the best year they've ever had, MDB. Silly string suplex. I always call it that. I'm sorry. Be like water, Bruce Lee. Tony Khan expects to mail it in and still win like Nick's. How did that fucking, unbelievable. Why didn't it just mailed it in? All right. FTR, Joe, you got to stop talking shit, Joe. FTR can't get hoes on Dynamite. Can't get them on Dynamite at all. It's fucking weird. Breaking news next week, Dynamite Fight Night Special Edition. Fuck off. Really? Oh boy. We haven't had any special shows in a while. I can't wait. Woo!
Woo! Yeehaw!
All the cheers. All the yes! Fight Night. 1 week of regular televised programming. Right back to Fight Night. But dear Tony Khan, the only reason I feel this way is you won't try. Roll up. This is actually a better match than I thought it was going to be. But again, how do I get excited about Fight Night? A, I just found out about it now. And B, we just had 3 weeks of special shows. Yeah, let's go. AEW is your friend's house growing. I thought you were going to get real deep. AEW is your friend's house growing up, where his parents let him do whatever he wanted, so everybody liked hanging out there. Exactly. As Bandito has the crowd going nuts. And this is what we talked about with Bandito and Brody King being super over. He's got Okada up. Go to sleep. Is Bandito honestly going to win this match as we go back and oh, well, that was stupid. You deserve to lose, you moron. That was fucking dumb. Okada gets the win. So Okada stands at the rope, holding prison position, if you will. And then we get the attempted silly string, but Okada wasn't near the ropes, so we just fell down between Okada and the ropes, and then eats a clothesline. Well, thank you. You made Bandito look really good. We had a pretty good match. Kind of a shitty ending. Stop beating Bandito. Stop beating your tag champs. Stop. You can build Okada versus Takeshita without fucking up your tag teams. Dull match, and I actually gave it credit. As the entire Don Callis family comes out from the back, this might take a while, as we are 9 minutes over the hour. Takeshita gets his own little ditty here. Why are we beating our tag team champions to set up Okada Takeshita? Bandito is one of the most over guys in AEW. Not many wrestlers in AEW get the reaction Bandito gets. And you beat him like a government mule on a weekly. Well, sure, he looked good tonight. Then he looked like an idiot and lost. And it doesn't even matter. It's not like Okada and Brody are going to get revenge. This is about Okada and Takeshita. You dumb fucks. Right? Yeah, right. So we end the night with the Callis family standing in the ring, picking each other's ass. And that's it. That's the end of the show. That's it. We're over. We're done. We're goodbye. So after Bandito beat Okada, he can, just to get his 50-50 booking. right? Just to get his come up. We saw it earlier tonight. Moxley took it out on the weekend. He needs to get in there on Wednesday. Who am I beating? Who am I beating so they don't think I'm a loser? It's okay that I run away all fucking night and look like the biggest set of fucking lips running down the hallway, but I need my win back. I'm a fucking idiot. Fucking dumb. But ladies and gentlemen, that was cool. That is the end of the show. That is the end of Dynamite. Free Jericho is my favorite comment of the night. I can't wait to go nuts when Jericho shows up elsewhere. But if you don't know, we take a rating out of 10 for every single show. So how did you feel about Dynamite tonight? How was the show for you tonight? Good, bad, indifferent, rating out of 10. I'll take down a few, and then I will get out of here as we get ready for our Halloween Havoc preview show tomorrow at 8 p.m. Listen, I was uninspired for about half that show. And I want to cheer. And I even complimented. I thought the main event wasn't that bad. A couple people said it wasn't that good. AEW in 2025 has become rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Like even we've already had Mercedes and Athena have a back and forth and an issue. So why is Athena circling back now? And if you want Athena involved in Mercedes, how about this? Athena drops the title and comes up and is a regular worker on this show. Maybe. Just an idea. Tonight was disappointing. I would agree. Halloween Havoc, righteous debut. Let's hope that fits. It fits. I'm down. I just want them to show up somewhere. I think the righteous are phenomenal. They deserve better. And I'd like to see them utilized. I was a big fan going back to the Ring of Honor days, and it just hurts my heart that they can't seem to make it work somewhere. 0 out of 10, did not watch. Dale, OG Dale says, fuck it. AW equals wrestling on TV. Facts. And again, though, we watch a lot of indies, Flame, and there are indie shows better organized, better structured. The matches make more sense. There's storytelling within a match. There are shows out there, indie shows, doing better than this. 1 out of 10, the ladies' match was the only good one tonight. Oof. 6 out of 10. I think I'm right there with Richard, around 6. I think like half the show, right? I said 40 minutes on the back half was really bad. 3 out of 10, embarrassing. Is Hangman doing anything? Checking his hair? Making sure his hair's good? He's mad. He wants Joe. He's mad at Joe, but no proof of that yet. Side note, I watched the DDP versus Macho Man Halloween Havoc match. I miss that type of wrestling. Dude, I love that match, Kiwan. We were talking about it this weekend on our streams. I love that match. It might have been last night, actually. We were talking about it. Such a good match. I was so into that rivalry, DDP and Macho Man. Macho, jacked Macho in WCW is underrated, I think. He was crazy. And Gorgeous George, well, enough said. But, yeah, I mean, a hell of a match. 3 out of 10, embarrassing. AEW can just can't book post pay-per-view. They just can't book, Richard. 2025 and 2024 are telling me they do not understand the basic fundamentals of storytelling. And when fans out there say things like, well, wrestling is subjective. Yes, but there are fundamentals to wrestling. There are fundamentals to writing. And if you don't hit those fundamentals, it all breaks down. Right? That's the thing you got to remember. You can say, like, things are subjective to a point. It's like a slow-moving car crash. I can't stop. I'm with you, bud. I've been watching it every minute. And every week, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck are they doing? And here we are. I want it to be good. Take the shot. Take a shot. Make it count. Make it count. 4 out of 10. 3 out of 10. Main event, Chamber of Horrors match. Is that happening? Where is my comment? I don't know. I'm broken. It wasn't my turn to watch it. 5 out of 10. Mercedes Moné segment was way worse than yeah, it wasn't even close. If anybody compares it to that, that's fucking embarrassing. But yeah, no, it was not good. GCW House of Horrors. Oh, this Friday. We'll keep an eye on it. I fell asleep. No rating. Oof. Why is the Hurt Syndicate? I don't know. Why is any of this shit continuing? And then why are the ops fucking around? I thought they just turned heel. And now the conglomeration changed the fucking name, is beefing with Death Riders. Kyle O'Reilly all of a sudden is like the baddest man in the building. The fuck are we doing? The fuck are we doing? 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Does Fletcher not have any other baby faces to deal with? Oh, apparently not. Right? Just like the women. Do we not have other women that could be in the tag team tournament that were actual tag teams? Oh, yeah, we have a couple. But we really like Mercedes. Mercedes is sweet to me. Okada 2-1. Yeah, thoughts on Halloween special fight night special edition? Should be good. Well, let's go. I think he meant, yeah, we will be here live apparently. Tony booked Okada or to okay. I like that. I like that. Flame, that's kind of good. I thought Bandito got a pretty okay match out of Okada. A lot of Okada stuff can be a little bit slow. The ending sucked. I didn't love how the ending, because I thought it made. I just felt, maybe I'm being picky, I felt like the finish made Bandito look stupid. Why book Mercedes against Stat while also having her busy? Again, Richard. Again, you think that Mercedes could focus on Statlander? Why are the two champions fighting each other anyway? We know why. We know what the overall thing is, right? They're beefing so Mercedes can collect another belt. Woohoo! However, why? Why do the champions keep fighting each other? Why can't you establish a strong mid-card TBS division and then a strong women, because you have Mercedes and she's got to be the star and Tony's happy to oblige. That's what the problem is. So your TBS title gets booked like it's a world title. Nobody gives a fuck about the TBS title. And again, people want to, why are you making it? It's nothing personal. She sucks at her job. No. Ask me tomorrow. 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10. More Death Riders. Okada sucks, but he literally never loses. Yeah. I mean, again, they protect. If you go through the pattern, and I know some simpletons out there haven't figured it out, there's certain talent protected, and they will go all the way around the mountain to get to the obvious conclusion to protect people. We get extra matches and extra side stories and extra beef, usually a good thing, just to avoid people getting hurt. The egos, I've been on the record for months. I think the egos within AEW is one of the biggest problems. The egos mixed with Tony's inexperience and lack of spine. That's my struggle. Good point, Jose. What if Brody Lee and Okada team up? Brokada. Oh, my head would hurt and explode. Extra beef. All right, on the extra beefy note, I think I'm going to tap out tonight. But as always, you guys are amazing. We got nothing but love for everybody out there. I think I did skip over. There you go. Halloween Havoc. We are back tomorrow at 8 p.m. We are on all the socials. I'm not going to list them all. They're all down below. All the links, our libraries down there. Go check out our Wing of the Ring, our spooky trivia in honor of Halloween month. Go check that out, where we ate gross gummy beans if we couldn't figure out trivia questions. Go tune into all our interviews, all the stuff down below. We appreciate every single one of you. Keep growing this channel. We're heading towards our next milestone. Back at it tomorrow, back at it Friday, back at it Saturday. When we say we watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there, folks, we don't just say it, we do it, we live it. And do your friends a favor. All the people out there, save them from bad streamers. Save them from bad reactions. Bring them to the Wrestling for Life Network, where the wrestling might suck. We never do. But beyond that, folks, again, thank you. Tony Khan, Dynamite. Nah, that ain't it, bro. That ain't it. I can't feel the pulse. I can't feel the pulse. But with all that being said, on behalf of Anthony, on behalf of Big Nick, I am Mr. Urban KJ White. See you on the flip side. Good night.